My last video was about features I would like for NPCs to have when they get added to the game, so I thought it would make sense for this video to be about features that I would like to be added to the game that don't involve NPCs. But first I just wanted to say thank you to everyone watching and everyone who subscribed, because we have reached 20,000 people subscribed to the channel. That is so many people, like, oh my god, it's hard to wrap my head around it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I guess now we're already on the road to 25k, so if you want to help us reach 25,000 subscribers, then go down and subscribe. But now onto the video. So the first feature is going to be the ability to hop on cars. Ever since I first started playing Zomboid, I always thought it would be really cool if you could hop on top of cars to get away from a horde of zombies. Obviously the zombies would surround the car and you would be screwed, but I'm more of an act now, think later type of guy. And it would be really nice for people who are in a bit of a bad situation to be able to temporarily escape the reach of the undead, to think of a plan or just to get their bearings. And yeah, maybe this feature could be overpowered and could be abused by the players, but I've always thought it would be something that should be in the game. Next is the ability to craft bullets. Honestly, bullets aren't super hard to come by, but as time goes on and you loot more and more places and use up more and more ammo, you'll eventually start to run low on ammo. So being able to craft bullets would be a great late game capability that would help you not be solely reliant on looting. And just like how you have to grind levels to be able to build certain things like rain barrels and stairs, you would have to grind a ton of levels to be able to learn how to craft bullets. So this skill would be pretty hard to get in the early stages of the game. So our third feature is scenario spawns. So this would allow players to spawn in specific scenarios, such as spawning as a prisoner in a prison, or you could be the last of a group of police officers who were fighting off a horde, and now you're the only one left with barely any ammo and a massive horde of zombies coming your way. There is actually already a mod that allows you to spawn in multiple different scenarios like this, called Pillow's Random Scenarios. But this would be a really cool feature that I know a lot of people in the Zomboid community have been wanting for a while. But if you don't want to wait for the devs to maybe or maybe not add this, then I recommend trying out the mod. Now onto number 4, we have proper hunting. So in the game currently, if you want to go out into the woods and hunt for food, you can place traps and forage for bugs and berries, and that's it. But with the devs working on bringing actual animals into the game, this would be a great opportunity to not only make the world feel more lived in, but also adding the ability to properly hunt animals. This is another feature that I've been wanting in the game since I first got it, and this would be the best possible addition for people who like living off in the woods far away from civilization. Then for number 5, the ability to use zombie guts as camouflage. If you've seen The Walking Dead, you already know exactly what I'm talking about, but for those who haven't, basically you can take a dead zombie, cut them open, and smear their guts all over you, which will mask your scent and make the zombies think you're one of them. And as a Walking Dead fan, obviously I want this in a game, and I can just imagine the excitement and nerves I would get from walking through a horde of zombies covered in zombie goop. And to make sure this wouldn't be overpowered, wearing the zombie guts could make you very stressed, unhappy, and could even make you sick. And if it's raining or you begin to run, the camouflage will stop working and the zombies would start to go after you. Honestly, out of all the features on this list, this is probably the one I would want to be added the most. Next, the 6th feature is going to be more ways to distract zombies. In Zomboid, there are a ton of zombies, and sometimes it's best to try and avoid them instead of fighting all of them. But with there being zombies spread out everywhere, it's kinda hard to stealth around. So I think Zomboid should take some inspiration from The Last of Us, and add things like being able to throw bottles or rocks to distract zombies. Currently in the game we have alarm clocks, but you gotta go set them up and everything, and I'm just too lazy for all that work, so if you could just throw some rocks and glass bottles, that would be great. For number 7, we have an improved helicopter event. So how the helicopter event works currently is that sometime in the first week, a helicopter will come and follow you wherever you go, bringing a massive horde of zombies along with it, and it will just keep following you until there's like 1,000 zombies coming towards you, and then it just fucking leaves. What an asshole. So to make this event a lot better, I would like to implement this comment I saw in Comp's video about the helicopter event. What this person says is that it would be cool if the helicopter actually crashes and you can go find the wreckage and get some good loot from it. So the heli would still follow you around and bring a massive horde of zombies with it, but at least instead of just leaving and going God knows where, it runs out of fuel or something and it ends up crashing near where you are. And you could go get the loot, but it would be surrounded by a huge horde, so it would be a high risk, high reward type situation. Now number 8, which is my second favorite on the list. Zombie Dismemberment. This isn't really something that needs to be added to the game, but man, it would be so damn cool if they actually did add it. Obviously with how the combat works, you can't aim to take off certain limbs, but it could be a chance-based thing, where if you have a bladed weapon you may have a chance of cutting off an arm, a leg, or maybe even the whole damn head. This would just make combat a whole lot more fun and enjoyable, instead of you just smacking the poor dude until he makes a squish noise and dies. Now for number 9 we have an interesting one. Ground elevation and de-elevation. I don't even think de-elevation is a word, but oh well. All words are just made up words that everyone agrees to use. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but the Zomboid map is flat, like completely flat. There are no hills or divots anywhere. Now I'm not completely sure, but this might actually just be something impossible for the game to have, because of how the way Zomboid is set up. But instead of everything just being completely flat, I think it would be nice if we could have a hill every once in a while. Or also maybe just a big divot in the ground that you could trap zombies in. Kind of like the quarry in The Walking Dead. But yeah, this may just be something that can't physically be in the game, so I don't know, but I thought I'd at least mention it. And finally, number 10, actual drunkness. So getting drunk is already in the game, but it doesn't really do shit. I think it makes you do things a little slower, but I mean, come on, that's no fun. No, 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 what I want is what they have in GTA. After a few drinks, you're all over the damn place. Your screen goes wacky, your character moves by themselves, and everything is just chaos. But in Zomboid, it's just nothing. So it'd be really nice if being drunk in Zomboid had a similar effect that GTA has when you're drunk. I mean, come on, imagine how fun it would be if you're just some idiot outside with no pants and a spoon in hand, trying to fight off a horde of zombies while your screen is so wobbly to the point where you don't even know where your character is. But yeah, those are my 10 features that I think should be added into Project Zomboid. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments if you think any of these features should be added, and I will see you all in the next one.